Very well.
Hello there, this is episode 23 for Hadrian, our Berserker-Mage for Baldur's Gate 2. This is our hardcore, insane difficulty run. Once Hadrian dies, if he dies, we're going to remain optimistic about that, then we will restart with a new character. Today we are going to head into the sewers from the Copper Coronet, and we're going to free the slaves in the slave compound. This is an area that I've gone through. I grabbed Lilacore. I sold Lilacore because none of my characters can have two-handed weapon, or they can use two-handed weapons, but it wouldn't be pretty. There would be a lot of complaints.
I can hear you just fine.
In the party, I have Hadrian. I have Animan, Corgan, Jan, and Jahira. I'm recording post, and I'm dumb because I thought that I set that trap already. I did set that trap already, but I didn't. It's a trap that doesn't go away. So clearly, I should have done that earlier. So the thing with the slave compound is that it has it's got just quite a lot of enemies, and it's got large groups. It's got a large group of enemies in there. It has some Yanti, which are basically just big thugs. It's got a couple of trolls, which is why I'm really happy I grabbed the axe that does a little bit of fire damage. And it's got... what else has it got?
Nature's servant awaits.
It's got children.
What is it now?
Children. It also potentially has thieves that can do backstabbing. So, we're going to do a lot of buffing for the first initial fight that we're going to go through this area. And then we're going to do summons to take care of the rest of it. It's a tough fight, but I'm not super worried about it. I think I'm worried more at this stage because it's one of my biggest fights early on in the game. And it's against just a bunch of Joes, so... cannot wait to get my wizard license. Once I get my wizard license, then I will be a very, very happy camper. Then I can cast all these spells like right outside. I cast them anywhere I want to. But you know what? It does add a nice challenge to the game. Like, I am really happy that they had this mechanic.
Let those who stand in our path beware.
I'm really happy they had this mechanic in the game to basically say, hey, you can't just cast spells anywhere you want to, right? It's a very good trade-off because, I mean, let's face it, being a mage in this game is... is very, very powerful. Not only, first off, you get experience so quickly, so insanely quickly, right? If you're soloing as a mage, forget about it. You're gonna be getting XP, like thousands of XP just from learning spells. That's crazy to me. Now, you don't know a ton of spells, but like, if you have a level 6 spell that you're getting, which you can't get level 6 spells at the beginning. You can't get level 6 spells at all in Baldur's Gate 1. So right from the start, the big thing is you're getting 6,000 experience points with every level 6 spell that you get. Now, in the grand scheme of things, individually, that's nothing, but it does add up.
Don't yell. I can hear you
So.
just fine. They cannot stand against us.
I want to avoid the trap. See how well I'm able to do that. Oh. Cast Sanctuary on yourself. I do like the fact that Hadrian practically takes no damage. Trying to... Oh. That was the trap I wanted to avoid. That's 30 damage. And he's held. Fortunately, he's not held for long, so...
It's done.
Forces me to use a precious, potion of healing. Oh,
yes.
You tried to cast spells like people. Priest of Cyric. Why would you ever hire a Priest of Cyric, right? Like, are you that desperate to be like, hey, you know what? You know that evil, psychotic god that, like, is a god of chaos and carnage? Let's hire that guy. So, you're going to notice I have a number of Jaheira chats in today's recording. And that's actually due to the way I did this recording. I'm actually really happy about it, but then you will see it does have its downsides later on. I'll explain later on how I did the recording this time versus how I did last time. But right now I need to kill some trolls. By the way, I don't know if anybody caught that, but apparently Korgan doesn't actually like slavers. That's pretty cool. Like, that's not cool. Like, it's a no-duh king, but like, he is chaotic evil. He's the kind of guy who's like, that's the Korgan I remember.
Does each step that we take
Money to a child? Are you freaking kidding me?
I wonder.
Why are you giving money to a kid?
Don't yell, you know.
Tell them to earn it themselves.
Time way back.
How much do you plan on weighing me down with exactly?
I should have sped this section up. I'll speed the other inventory sections up. But yeah, so, gosh.
Very well. It's done.
So our goal today is to get done
How much do you
with
plan on
the
weighing me down
slaver
with
bit.
Exactly?
To also do the Shadow Thief bit, because it's actually a remarkably easy kind of line of events, right? You just have to it does have one kind of scary fight in the middle of it, but if you set up the rest of it, you should actually you shouldn't actually have a huge problem with it. So it's one of those kind of quest lines that gives a lot of XP and you don't have to worry too much about it. You do need a thief at least for one part of it. And having something like Stone Skin also really helps too.
An excellent plan.
And this is where I bring up the summons. I understand that there might be people who are like, well, summons are weak in this game. They don't do much. First off, I think the tweaks mod, and the way I have the tweaks mod set, is it does give quite a bit more power to them. But the other thing is that they are... is that they're a distraction, right? Is you set them over here, the enemies have to cast their spells at it, right? So imagine, like, if you're an adventurer and you're going through an area, right? The enemy mages already have the advantage of basically playing the defense, right? Where they don't have to respond, or they can respond directly to you when they're casting their spells. If you are going through a dungeon, If you're going through a dungeon, you have to
Yes, a standard tactic.
you have to have the potential to use the oh crap button to save yourself against all the random bobos, right, that you face off against. By the way, we freed the children. Yay, freeing children from slavery. Always nice. Uh-oh.
You sound like Golodon.
That's why we summoned more dryads.
Well, all right. I'm not that allergic.
Okay. But yeah, like an enemy mage that's waiting at the end of a dungeon has a massive advantage over enemies that are over people that come in, right? Because those people who are coming, those adventurers that have to come in, are going through a ton of enemies, and so have to push the oh crap button to get through. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the point of the matter is that this is why I use summons. This is why I love using summons, because it levels the playing field. It levels the playing field as to what I can or can't, as to what the enemies have to cast their spells on. And they can always, like, this is smart AI. They can save their most powerful spells for my characters, right? They're just not going to. Because they understand that sometimes the ogre mage and the skeletons are rather dangerous. Oh, we grabbed the slaver guard. I didn't even notice that.
I can hear you just fine.
Let's get some more summons in there. Yeah, we want him to actually be able to be varied in the weapons he uses. Because sometimes range is useful. I'm wondering, did they actually cast Call Lightning in here? Oh, you tried to use horror on a skeleton.
An excellent plan.
At your order. By Uncle Spanky's
By the pits of
thumb.
hell.
The luckiest slaver wizard out there. It's because he's a gnome. It's because he's a gnome.
By Uncle Spanky's thumb.
By the pits of hell.
Yeah.
Come, let's go.
And I think this brings us through the combat section of this slaver compound. So, quite smartly, I do speed it up at this point. I wasn't sure if there were any enemies towards the entrance. And then we kind of uncover stuff, identify stuff. Each of those compound bows plus 1 is a nice little cash boost. Going through all of this, get a little bit of experience, but nothing crazy happens. Just try to organize everything. Oh, ice dust. Yes, I want to show that off because it's going to be very, very important for whenever we need to
Speak your mind.
double critical miss. Crap. I gotta stop critically missing. But yeah, ice dust is gonna be very useful for if I had to face off against somebody who uses fire.
Each step that we
A
take
lot of
must
fire.
lead us closer to our death. I wonder.
Kind of a big deal. So let's see. So at this stage, but I think I should have done this. I should have gone back to Hendak, and I should have told him right away, but I'll talk to Bernard first. We'll pawn some of this stuff. All the gems, Okay, so what I actually do is I actually buy 2 spells. I buy Simulacrum, and I buy one of the Spell Sequencer.
I await your need.
And I think that those 2 are going to be fantastic. Once I reach level 7 spells, once I reach level 13, I'm able to cast those spells. Oh man, that's... Or, sorry, once I'm able to reach Spell Sequencer, that's going to be a big deal.
No! What?
Bad dream. Be gentle. There is no weakness in honest sorrow. Okay, so I do have the automatic healing. I'll keep it now, but I don't want it to be too wasteful.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what I do here. I think I rest again. You get what you pay for with a peasant room. I think I'm gonna pop. Yeah, I need to.
Come, let's go.
In retrospect, I probably should have cast stone skins on myself, but
Let those who stand in our
I
path
chose not to.
beware.
I made a decision. It's not a bad decision. But yeah, so we're going to... Oh, I should have not gone this way. I'm going to start the Thieves Guild. I already got the letter of transfer from Renal Bloodscalp, so we're going to hop into Mavar's thieving compound. And we're going to chat with Mavar. The most insufferable character in this game. I bet you he's Waterdavian.
Each step
I bet you.
on this adventure lead us closer to our death.
Bet you he's next door neighbors with Gale and all those pricks from Baldur's Gate 1. Oh, things are terrible down south. In Waterdeep, we have fountains of lemonade and red wine. Not Merlot.
Hello.
Oh, heavens no.
I certainly hope you've got a reason to be bothering me, because I'm quite busy, as you can see.
Screams of Waterdeep. Screams of Waterdeep. Okay, so play it cool.
Or perhaps not. Scared you, did I? Fear will keep you honest.
That's what a good Waterdavian says in the morning. Fear keeps them honest. Fear keeps them honest. Not a Merlot! Not a Merlot! Okay, so we're going to go and steal a necklace from from the Temple of Talos. It's actually not hard thievery, because nobody minds too much. But no harm in us putting up some stone skins now. Inside, away from the cowled ones.
It's done. Yes.
You would think that the cowled wizards would have some sort of mechanism for detecting if somebody casts a spell inside. Like, I think there is actually a tweak for that where you can have the cowled wizards be able to detect spells cast inside. That would be horrible. It'd be super difficult. It'd be like, how quickly can I get that license?
Come, let's go.
Alright. And those of you who have been watching Hadrian know that we already went through the the dialogue here with the Cult of the Eyeless. We're gonna do that quest later on. I think I want to do the Diarnis hold, and then I want to do the Diarnis hold, and then the the Windspear Hills first. And I want to do the entirety of the. I want to do the entirety of the Cult of the Eyeless. I don't want to just skip it through because it's important for picking up one of the best items in the game, which is not the stupid necklace. I don't know why I did that. Well, I did slip out here so that I could hide in shadows nice and easily. There we go. 20,000 XP.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who stand in our path beware.
Imagine if you dual classed right there and then. Even if you had another thief with you, that's 4 levels just by snatching a necklace. And then you make your way back over to the docks.
Does each step that we take on this adventure lead us closer to our death? I wonder.
Never understood that. I think it's just to add color, I guess, to the game. To be like, let's just have some random person yell at them about some boat that they thought that they built. Also, can we make a comment on the fact that these are by far the smallest docks I've ever seen in a major city? Right? Like, I'm sure that this is only like a part of the docks, and it's like, oh, here's the important piece of the docks. But it is absolutely tiny. Absolutely tiny.
Very well.
Or this section, anyway, is absolutely tiny. Alright. Talk to Mr. Pink Pants here. Oh, that's another huge amount of experience points.
You need my skills, I see.
I'm also, by the way, not doing those +5 markers on there. I can't quite remember which thing. I think it's part of the tweaks that added them on. But I feel like it gives too much of an unfair advantage. Or really, it's not playing the game to the pure thieving levels. So,
yes.
It's not going to stop me from setting a ton of traps right near Mavar and his stupid friends.
An excellent plan.
Okay,
You sound like
let's
Golden
go
Road.
here.
It shall be done with skill and care, if not brevity.
Let's just go ahead also and just detect all these traps. And open all these locks. Each one of these is about 1,000, right? So it's 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. I'm counting 200 because it's split 5 ways. Yeah.
Come, let's go.
Neato. And look who it is. It's Edwin.
Let those who stand in our path beware.
Hadrian brought Edwin with him. He killed Dynahair. Apparently Dynahair got better before she was killed again by Irenicus. But he should be dead. We did have him die in the final battle. Well, we didn't have him die. He got killed somehow. Probably an arrow of detonation. Yes. Yes, now that I remember, it was an arrow of detonation. Oh. Edwin has to do his complimentary insult. Okay, so he wants us to dispatch of a cowled agent. So let's see, we did a house larceny. We're about to do an assassination. We are gonna do an intimidation. Excuse me, and then or a shakedown, really.
Does each step that we take on this adventure?
You can also consider it possibly like a, I don't know, illicit dealing of some kind, and then I guess maybe another assassination, kind of. That's all thievery stuff, right? So here is the wonderful thing I discovered with my actual recording software is I can pause my recordings. So I don't have to... I can do longer chunks of games.
Very well.
As long as I remember to pause and then hop back into it. And I suppose I could always do this and just keep the recorder on, but that's going to make a really large files that my computer can't handle.
What? Is there a griffin about?
Yeah, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice for doing these.
Let's see what you're good.
I suppose I was using these during the last bit of Gideon's run, but I was, but I kind of used it very well with this recording, with one notable exception that will come a little bit later. Mass regenerate. I think it heals up to like 60 HP depending on the level, so it's gonna be really nice. Yeah, let's identify it. Oh, it's cursed. Put it back. Clairvoyance. Even more useless, I think, than the original version. I used to love the spell Clairvoyance, because it'd be like, oh, you mean to say that I don't have to explore everything from sea to shining sea? I could just, like, cast Clairvoyance, and I instantly know the area, and I can, like, kind of set what I need to and sneak around. Right? That's great. And then I realized I already know most of these areas because I've been playing this game for 20 odd years. Not Baldur's Gate 2, because Baldur's Gate 2 came out... No, I played it right when it came out. Because it came out in 2001 or 2002. It's 2023 now. So yeah.
Nature's servant awaits.
So I already pretty much know the majority of these areas, maybe with the exception of like the Beamdock stuff or some of the super powerful quest things.
Yes.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
Yeah. So up on the top level.
An excellent.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself before facing off the mage.
See what your guts be looking like.
Aye, the best leaders also follow.
Weapon has no effect.
Yeah, we're going to be hearing that a lot.
Busted Baker's
Weapon has
immune.
no effect.
Yeah.
Come, let's go.
Oh, +1 weapons probably. It's immune to +1 weapons.
You sound
Not
like
immune
Golden.
to mine. Okay. Cast invisibility.
I think we
I also realized at this point I didn't rest, so I don't have any traps available.
Elminster and Volo. We should go into the mobile vegetable peddling business together. You know,
Declare yourself.
this reminds me of that
And
time
because we set the AI to actually precast spells,
I stand amongst the righteous.
Wraithic Gyros actually has his spells up.
At your
Let
order.
those who stand in our path beware.
Yeah, before we actually do anything, I'm gonna make sure I have Death Ward on myself.
Take on this adventure lead us closer to our death. Very well.
What is it now? It shall be done, and done well.
Yeah, we're gonna
I await your news.
keep our distance, I think, from folks. Except for the two fighters. Let them jump in.
Paid well for this.
So cast Shadow Door and Mirror Image. Actually, at this point, I thought I was instantly going to be, like, mazed away. Right? Because in this version of Shadow Door,
I shall go forth at
characters who are standing near the mage who are casting Shadow Door could potentially jump in and be mazed, right? Not imprisoned, just mazed.
I go.
Ouch. So, cast Dispel Magic, but he also cast... There's another spell he cast on me. Don't quite remember what it is. But, I know that it hurt.
sword, and I shall strike.
Yeah, let's get some skellies in there.
Gripping about?
Yeah, he's getting...
There'll be a good amount of coins a week.
He's getting roasted, toasted. Let the summons do their job, and I'm freaking out about what this is until I realize it's waves of fatigue, and I just am gonna need a coffee after that.
Right?
Don't yell. Yes, yes, a standard tactic that.
I hear you. Very well.
Yeah, I put up Spell Shield to make sure that he can't dispel anything anymore.
I am ready.
And I don't think I can cast unless I move. Well, I need to get Corgan healed up. But if I move, what's his face, closer?
I stand.
Yeah, I have True Sight on Animate, so I can move him a little bit
Young
closer.
Johnson at your service.
I can dispel the magic there.
At your order.
Let's get some more
Cannot
skellies.
stand against us. An excellent plan.
No. Let the help do their job.
Oh, I can do that.
What is it now?
Come, let's go.
Yeah, now there are spiders. Just in case you couldn't imagine it getting any worse, there are spiders. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to cast web. And I remember they're spiders. They have no problem with webs.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who stand in our path beware.
Yeah, definitely keep you distanced.
I
Which
shall go
animals
forth
am I
at
going
your
to summon now?
command.
Yeah, we can live on a prayer. And I think I do Skull Trap. Yeah.
Does each
Well, my skellies are gonna die. Considering this is like the hardest fight of this quest, quest series,
very well.
I'm okay with this. Okay, so I finally came to the realization I have Pierce Magic, so I have no reason why I can't use that.
They cannot stand against us. Strike them down.
Part of that, I think, his spell, what I'm looking at now, I see that his spell basically dropped right before the Pierce Magic hit him.
A good day.
So, while I'm very proud of Pierce Magic for it finally, you know, getting to
A good day.
use it and use it perfectly,
It's done.
it wasn't even a perfect use. So we're gonna loot his place. gonna loot his place.
An
Then
excellent
we're gonna head back. Head back to Edwin. If you think about it, it's pretty amazing. Like, you can do all of the stuff for Edwin in a single hour.
Come, let's go.
Right? Because everything is super close by. And basically just get it done with. You can do all of the Thieves Guild stuff in one night.
Into the flames.
In game, that is.
Let those
And
who
in real
stand
life.
in our path beware.
I mean, heck, there are people who play this game and they're like, I could beat the entire game in one night. It's like, okay. Good for you. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
Does each step that we take on this adventure
So I
lead us
can
closer
kill
to
this
our
fellow
death?
Marcus,
I wonder.
or I can intimidate him, or I can buy what he has. I think intimidation works well. I'm a big friggin' warrior, mage.
To his guests. Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's
Very well.
bounty.
Alright. I'm not gonna need stone skin or anything like that just yet.
I'll do it for a turnip.
Well, I'll go ahead and disarm that trap. And I'll chat with this child. Well, then why are you out in the street? Go back to school, little girl. Yes, we're going to give a single gold coin to a lost child before she walks into Mayvar's guild hall. Oh, it turns out you have a letter of transfer. Okay. Clearly, I was thinking about something
An
else at this
excellent
point.
plan.
Do you have the documents I asked for? This matter is more important than your average
All right.
simple correspondence.
Come, let's go.
Average simple correspondence.
Into the flames.
Clearly, you have not seen my
Those
texts.
who stand in our
Very important. I have a lot of plans I make.
Does each step that we take on this adventure lead us closer to our death?
Turnip,
I'm kidding. I'm doing this game. I don't have any plans.
you need my skills, I see.
Yeah, let's set more traps. That's my cunning plan. More traps.
Of the unwary.
Also, in retrospect, I need to actually make more Berserker-Mages.
I've set a trap for the feet of the unwary.
That should really be the first thing I do every single day, is make
I've
Berserker-Mages.
set a trap. You know, this reminds
There's been at least 2 or 3 characters who have been stunned, enemies who have been stunned, using those Berserker-Mages, so they work. On normal Bobos,
When you fight, exactly what I'm looking for.
Is that pretentious I smell? Yes. Why, yes it is. It's water deep.
Yes.
Jahira is just like, listen, I don't really care. I just want to get this done.
An excellent plan.
And now it's raining. Not sure why I go into the basement here, or into this
Come,
area
let's
here.
go.
Did I actually rest? I think I rested.
Day when the Thuncoat extend a bit of hospitality to his guests.
Mavar can solve his own murders on his own time.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who stand in our path beware.
Shocker! Embarl actually has proof that, or has heard that, he doesn't actually have proof, but he's heard that Mavar's going to betray Renal.
Does each step that we take
Shocker.
on this adventure lead us closer to our death?
Anman, of course, being a... I don't even know. I don't even know. What is Anman being by being like, you let the thief live? Why did you let that thief live? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that he's, like,
The feet of the unwary.
harmless. I'm so talented that I remembered to make my bruiser mates.
I've set a trap for the feet of the unwary. I've set a trap. Yes, a standard tactic.
It's done.
I guess, like, when you set the trap, it's kind of implied that you do so covertly that the people around you don't even notice that you're setting a trap. Which makes sense, because there's 6 traps down here.
Trust. Yes, you have his dagger. Despite your useless appearance, you have done well. Yes. Truth be known, I'm not listening to you.
Just by one conversation. So literally one way you could do this, if you're aiming to just get a huge amount of XP, is, I mean, if you're a thief, right up your alley, right? You just need to make sure that you're careful around the Cowled Wizard, but ultimately you can pretty easily do these quests.
Well, you have surpassed the exceedingly low expectations I had of you. You now have
Exceedingly low expectations.
and have proven your competence to me once more, though just barely.
Spoiler alert, Edwin knows what's going on. He knows how that Mavar is going to betray Renal and gives us the key, offers to join us. We don't take his offer because we're hoping to pick out another mage later on. So, what I was originally saying was saying if you're a thief and you're careful, you could probably solo this, right? It's pretty easy to solo and you get a nice amount of XP, right? So if you're dual classing from like fighter to thief, you want to get like all of your levels, you can pretty much do this pretty well. Maybe you want to take like someone like Yoshima with you or Yan with you to, I don't know, take care of the more difficult aspects of the quests. You could do that. If you are working as another class, right? You really need to have like a thief for the part with the with getting the necklace, because if you try bashing the lock, then you are going to get into trouble. Because then everybody will wake up and they'll all attack you. Also, it helps if you're good, because if you're evil, they're going to have you try steal something from the like temple of, I don't know, I think it's the Temple of Helm or Temple of Lathander, and they're all awake all the time. So that makes it more difficult.
Doubts about your current path, perhaps?
So if you are, or if you're neutral, right? So if you're good or neutral, they'll have you actually go after the Talos. That person falls asleep at night, so you don't have to worry about trying to steal from them red-handed, like right in their face, right? Which is nice. So if you are, what was I was saying, like if you need a thief for that part, and you may need a second person to help take care of Rythik, the Cowled Wizard, but the rest of it, it's pretty easy. Like you could solo the rest of it, right? So you can use this opportunity to get a ton of XP for yourself. So just talking mechanics of the game. I don't claim to be any expert, unlike, you have to do this path and this path, especially with Baldur's Gate 2, because especially lately I've been doing much more Baldur's Gate 1, because I've been trying to make sure I get through and getting through to Baldur's Gate 2. But like looking back now with these, because we're almost done with this quest line.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who stand in our path beware.
It's not very difficult to do this section and to get a lot of XP doing it. Still have that.
Does each step that we take on this adventure lead us closer to our death? I wonder.
So,
Very well.
and I don't think that the other quest lines allow for that flexibility. The thief one, pretty much there's 2 fights that you have to go through, and that's it. That's pretty good. That's why I think doing this series of quests actually makes it or being a thief in Baldur's Gate 2, you get a big advantage. Also, being a mage, right? Because you get the tons of XP just from learning tons of spells. Being a fighter absolutely gives you a ton of opportunities, and it's a simple class to play, but you do face an issue with power a little bit later on in the game. Like, you're just not going to be as powerful as other classes. I guess the big kind of difference will be between Corgan and Hadrian. Hadrian being essentially a mage who has fighter abilities. He is going to have more capabilities than Corgan is. Corgan is not going to be able to tank nearly as well as Hadrian will, because Hadrian can put up Stone Skin, he could put up Mirror Image, he could put up Spell Shield, he could put up a ton of things to basically prevent mages from doing horrible things to him, and prevent enemies from doing horrible things to him. Corgan, popping healing potions left and right. We're going to do it from down below, because that's the way assassins do it. They're not going to, like, go in the front door. Don't be silly. And nobody attacks. You think Mavar, in his brilliance, because remember, he is from Waterdeep, and they're just naturally better than us. You think in his brilliance he would have said something to the effect of to his big brain friends over there, hey, you know, by the way, you know that guy that we hired to kill Umbral? Yeah, he's apparently going to betray us, and he's going to try to kill me for our plans involving Renal. Just letting you know. Just letting you know we should be prepared for that. But no, he doesn't do that. Because why would he do that? Some skellies.
Pardon, turnip reflex.
And some friends. Go ahead and take a walk. It's like, who's casting spells? Yes, please get to the areas where you're supposed to be getting to.
Come, let's go.
Hi, Mavar.
Quiet.
Come for me.
See, I have my friends too. They're not nearly as big-brained, but they will beat the living snot out of you. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. They're going to beat the snot out of your friends. You're going to die ignominiously because Jan set a bunch of traps. Big brain play. It looks like Mavar is just a regular assassin, a regular thief. Yeah, make sure Corgan has his healing potions.
Into the flames.
And then, yeah, we'll have everybody else go boogie. Take care of the priest of Sirik. Yep, you're dead. Okay. Okay, rest of these goons. Yep, assassin. I was kind of expecting one or two of them to backstab.
Cannot win. I hear you for honor and glory.
And there she goes. Okay, we're gonna go through all of this. We're gonna free Monsieur Korematsu. Or Kuramasu? Korematsu. What did you do to deserve that? Nothing. Nothing? I bet you did something. Korematsu, I bet you did something. You did something. I know you did something. Alright. So we're gonna make our way upstairs. Do you have any spells that we can cast? No. Wondering if there's any buffing spells that we can cast. That is something that is very, very nice about these improved summons. Is just the fact that they, just the fact that I can summon actual spellcasters now. Let's do True Sight.
What? Is there a griffin about?
You cannot win this fight.
It's done.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Vithith.
A good
Goodbye,
day.
Vithith. Alright.
Those who stand in our path.
Alright. Take out this Shadow Thief. Oh, you're dead.
Don't yell. I can hear you just
Does
fine.
each step that we take on this
We're gonna
adventure
kill
lead us closer
this
to our
lady,
death?
who apparently is not doing anything. She's just like, I'm so shocked. You betrayed Mavar. Why'd you betray Mavar? Alright, so you remember how I told you about my plan? Well, the one thing you have to do is you have to press pause. I basically got home, started playing, and I realized, oh, I gotta make dinner for the wife, wife and me, and yeah, I forgot to actually press pause. So fortunately, Animan came in with the whole bit, but everybody was bored for a real long time, and I don't even know how much time exactly passed. I think days. I think literally days passed. So I'm so good at this game. So that's why like my hours are like, you only like we're in game for like a short amount of time. It's like, yeah, but I forgot to press pause.
The tale of your deed has already reached my ear. Such things tend to. Well done, I say. Your reward is well earned.
All right, 45,000
How much do
XP
you plan on weighing me down with exactly?
and a lot of gold. Now we can purchase the license. And Jahira leveled up. She got 1 level of fighter, I think. She got a level of fighter. She got 5 HP, an improvement of Thaco, and 2 saving throws. Neat.
I am ready.
An excellent plan.
Me too. Okay, let's go downstairs. We're gonna pawn some stuff, and then we're gonna get an offer that we can
An excellent
decide whether or not we want to
whatever
refuse.
you're after.
Sell all these. Decide how I want to end up getting.
Hello, friends.
Let those who
Might I
stand in
have a
our
word
path
away from the
beware.
ears of others? I would impart a fine bit of business your way.
I actually have the 20,000 gold now,
Probably it is not
but
for me to say,
the whole
but at
point
least
of this first part is to build up experience
mistress would have words
and
with
to
you
start the
about
whole
concerns
shenanigans
that
with
developed.
strongholds.
She has watched you for a time, though she is not the only one. Those that you are asked to trust spy as openly or more so. and she offers a solution to your problems of privacy, among others. She is
Basically, what Valen is saying
If you
is
feel worthy of her,
the Shadow
come to the
Thieves
graveyard district
are
in the near
spying
future,
on me.
and she will speak her offer. Make your
Big
visit after
freaking
the
brain,
sky
Valen.
is
I'm
dark.
glad that
She will not
you
fail
informed me
before
of the
then.
obvious.
I am Valen, but she will not need as such when you arrive. She will know it is you. Farewell. We shall meet again.
I am the damn hero of Baldur's Gate. Of course she's gonna know it's me. Yeah, how would he know?
Does
Who
each
would he
step that we
know?
take on this adventure lead us closer to our death? I wonder.
Helpful man. Hello, helpful man. I don't claim to be an authority or any such thing. That's the motto of this channel. I ain't no authority. Yeah, spoiler alert, half of what I do, especially with Baldur's Gate 2, I learned from watching you guys. That's right. I watch YouTubes. I know good optimal ways to play without getting myself killed. I try to think of this stuff. I do exactly the opposite. I don't think. I just do.
I am here to keep order.
Oh, that's connected to the beggar. I think that's a bug. Say lovey. Okay, so let's hop in here.
It's done.
Let's talk to Conil. How much is that license? 10,000. Here we go. All right, and we still have another 10,000.
Yes.
So now we can cast openly. Thank God. Let's go pawn some more stuff. And then we'll get ready to leave the city to go to the Deernice Keep. Still gotta figure out whether I want to take Nalia or if I want to hold off for Emowyn.
I will always be grateful for your assistance.
Oh right, I forgot to do Hendak. Yes. It's another 38,000. Sweet. And I realized that poor Corgan is still wearing scale mail, so we do check on spells that I may want to get later on. And Jahira has another bad dream.
No!
I thought that elves and half-elves didn't really sleep. I thought they more of meditated. Or is that another system? I don't know. Or maybe elves don't sleep, but half-elves, because they're half-human, do. Or maybe it's a meditation nightmare. She's just on a bad trip. It happens. Sometimes you're in a yoga class,
We take on this adventure
you have a bad trip.
Death. I wonder.
Oh no. Oh yes. I mean, oh no. Anneman's sister's dead. Oh yes, in the fact that we get to start this part. I actually do not know how I'm going to handle Anneman in this. I'm kind of leaning towards the path of least resistance and just have him do the good path. But I haven't done the bad path in a while. Am I going to play it safe for this first run through of Baldur's Gate 2? Or am I going to be a little risky? I'll give that some thought. Gotta understand, if I'm playing it safe, I have a reason for doing it. But we are at the end of the video. I hope you all enjoy what I'm doing. I'm still going to decide whether or not I'm going to do good or evil with Anneman. But if you like what I do, leave the video a like, leave a comment below. And with that, take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.